Hey, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for returning for our newest installment of our TTM through the mail autograph video. Today we have six returns with one failure. So let's get the failure out of the way. It comes to us from North Texas, and he is Mr. Bob Horner. So I sent him this 83 Topps card, his 84 Flair, his 84 Topps, his 85 Topps, and they were sent back with a little note. So I will have to send back out to him in the future. Was not aware he was charging at the time when I sent it. So we'll see. We'll get him next time. All right. Next we have from Miami, Florida, a Hall of Famer, Mr. Juan Marshall, the Dominican dandy, inducted into the Hall in 1983. Here he is on the 1973 Topps card. Nice little action shot. Very cool. He ended his career with a 243 and 142 win-loss record with an impressive 2.89 ERA and a little over 2,300 strikeouts. He had a 16-year career from 1960 to 1975, playing for mainly the, as you see there, San Francisco Giants. But he also pitched for the Red Sox and the Dodgers during his tenure. I'm sure you guys know a lot about him, but I just want to mention he actually pitched in one of the most memorable pitching duels in MLB history. He went inning for inning with Hall of Famer Warren Spahn of the Milwaukee Braves. Both men pitched almost 2 complete games of shutout baseball. That's unheard of. The game ended in the 16th inning when Spahn gave up a homer to Hall of Famer Willie Mays. In that game, Hall of Famer Hank Aaron went 0 for 6 against the Dominican dandy. Wow. I mean, that alone should have gotten Marshall inducted into Hall of Fame, if you ask me. It's pretty impressive. So next up, we have a player from my favorite team. He was part of the original 1962 Mets club. He was also an All-Star in 1965, and he was part of the Miracle Mets team of '69, and the you gotta believe 1973 Mets team. There he is, Mr. Ed Cranepool on this 1974 Topps. 78 Topps on this 79 Topps, which I also got from Mr. Michael Myers, so that's awesome. Love it. And this 1977 Topps card as well. The Marshall was a 1 of 1. He was $10 a card, and the 70 in the Ed Cranepool was 4-4. There's no set donation. I think I sent $10, I believe. So I guess there's no set donation as long as you send something. He appreciates it. But he was actually one of the better pinch hitters to play the game. From 1974 to 78, he batted .396 in pinch hitting duties. He still holds the highest single-season MLB pinch hitting batting average record of .486 set in 1974, and that's with a minimum of 30 at-bats. It's just pretty impressive. I always think of Lenny Harris as one of the better pinch hitters, but Eddie Cranepool sure as heck coming off the bench was an unbelievable player. It's fascinating how these players can come off the bench cold and produce. It really is. He's one of the Mets' all-time greats. He retired in '79 with various Mets records, some of which have since been broken. Mr. Steady Eddie Cranepool, thank you very much. Awesome return. Next we have out of, it's hard to see the envelope, coming from Pennsylvania, we have Mr. Larry Bowa. There he is on the 84 Topps card. Nicely signed. 85 Topps. There he is on the 83 Topps. And luckily I have him on this 1973 Topps, a Phillies uniform, where he spent most of his career. As aforementioned, he played for the Phillies, the Cubs, and believe it or not, for the Mets from 1970 to 85. Mainly with the Phillies, winning the 80 World Series with them. 5-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove winner, and he was also an NL Manager of the Year in 2001. He was part of the infamous 1982 trade that sent himself, future Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg, to the Cubs for Ivan DeJesus. The trade was executed by the great Dallas Green. He had managed the 1980 Phils and was hired as Cubs GM. Interestingly, Mr. Bowen never played high school baseball and was never drafted. He did play 2 years of junior college ball. He persevered and caught the attention of Philly scout Eddie Bachman for his defense, speed, and tenacity. The rest, as they say, is history. He actually still works in the Phillies front office to this day. So thank you, Mr. Bowa. Much appreciated. And next we have from Phoenix, Arizona, a pitcher. There he is, Mr. Billy Swift, on that awesome 1985 Topps Olympic card. Very cool. 87 Donruss, the Mariners. 1990 Flair. The 1990 Flair Michael Myers set. I know he's working on that. And 1987 Topps. Nice looking card. So, believe it or not, he's actually the second Bill Swift to play Major League Baseball, and they they have eerily similar career stats, which is pretty interesting. What are the odds? As in that 85 Topps card, he, as you saw, he was a member of the 1984 National Olympic team, immortalized in that 85 Topps set. The team was filled with future Major League Baseball players, of course, led by Mark McGwire. He played for the Mariners, as you see there in the cards, the Giants, and the Rockies from 1985 to 1998. He was a former first-round selection, second overall in 1984 draft. In 1991, he was traded to the Giants from the Mariners in a package for Kevin Mitchell and Mike Remlinger. He went on to have his 2 best pitching seasons with the Giants in 92 and 93. He went 10-4 with a 2.0 ERA, which he led the league in 164 innings pitched, and 21-8 with a 2.82 ERA in 1993 and 232 innings pitched. That's a pretty impressive back-to-back seasons for him there. Okay, and finally, I don't want this to run too long, we have this one coming from Metroplex, Michigan, and everyone's all-time favorite. There he is, Mr. Frank Tanana. So I sent him 7 cards. Apparently, I think he tops out at 4. So these 3, 84 Flair, 85 Topps, 86 Topps wasn't signed. I can send those out another time. He did sign the other 4, so I got him on this 87 Topps with the Bible passage. Very nice. 1978 Topps. 1982 Topps. And on this 1984 Topps card as well. And he also included his Testament card here. Very cool. Signed that as well. You guys want to take a look. And down goes Tanana. There we go. We'll put that there. A little about Frank. Mr. Tanana, I know everyone has received him and knows a lot about him. He obviously is a legendary signer. He was a former 3-time All-Star and part of the fearsome tandem of the 70s that included himself and Nolan Ryan on those Angel teams of the 70s, which led to the expression of Tanana and Ryan and 2 days of crying. I can imagine facing those guys on back-to-back days. He actually signed with my Mets for the 93 season. His manager while with the Mets was his former battery mate who caught his first pro game, Mr. Jeff Torborg, whose son was actually a former wrestler. He was wrestling under the moniker of the Demon, similar to Kiss's Gene Simmons. So sorry for that tail off there, but let's get back on track. Tanana actually ended his career with a record of 240 and 236, and he ended his career with 2,773 strikeouts, which is pretty darn impressive. He had a very long pitching career. So there you have it. Those are all my returns. Pretty successful return here. Nice little haul. I hope you guys appreciate it. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Oh, sorry. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate it. Thank you all.